Hey y'all, this is Dawn. Welcome to Gulf Coast October. Originally, this was going to be an attempt at a keto chili, but we didn't have ingredients. All I had was celery. I didn't have any onions. I didn't have any bell pepper, but I did have this beef, and I had a lot of leftover pulled pork. So I got this going on medium high, mushed it up, and then I put the lid on it, and I went away for about 15 minutes. Came back. It was doing better. I'm keeping and reserving the beef grease, the beef fat in this. I don't want to get rid of it. And this is leftover from chicken soup I made. It is the gelatinous stuff. So I put it in there, I let it get all nice and warm, and I use that as, instead of chicken broth, and I don't use bouillon or like the Knorr chicken flavoring that everybody uses. I'm sorry, you guys, that stuff is so bad for you. And I can tell you it's bad for you. I know it's bad for me. My little body's so sensitive. So this is the leftover pulled pork. See, we've got the fat left over in it. And there's some onions and stuff in here, so that's good. But my roommate is doing keto, and I'm doing high protein. So it's just kind of like a mix of both of that. This is just like using what we had in the fridge. So I let all that warm up. I use the lid from this cumin jar to measure. So I did 2 cups of cumin, 1 of garlic, 5 of chili powder, and 1/4 of the lid of black pepper. Right? And so, you want flavor in your food. So I come back over and I dumped all this in here just like this. For the tomato base part of it, I added a can of Rotel. Use whatever kind you want. And then this tomato sauce was on sale at Kroger. It's pretty thin. It worked out. I thought about using enchilada sauce instead. I added whatever this is of salt. I don't know. Is it like a teaspoon? And I used ranchero sauce. I think I used about 2.5 tablespoons of ranchero sauce. I thought it was great, but later you'll see I'm pretty convinced it's going to be too hot for my roommate. Okay, so this is where we're at with this. I've got it on high right now. I'm going to let it come back up to a bubble, and then I'm going to let it simmer for I don't know how long, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. I've got to do some dishes. You see it starting to bubble up in the middle right there. I got some things to do. I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to let it cool for a minute, and I'm going to put it in the fridge. And all the flavors, I mean, there's not a lot going on in here, but there's still flavor, and my roommate can have it, I can have it. And then we're going to probably top it with sour cream and cheese for her, and Greek yogurt and cheese for myself. That's it. That's the flavor I want. That's good. All right. Simmer down now. Yeah, so 30 minutes later, it was ready for me to put it on the back burner. I let it cool off, but I ran to the store, and then by the time I came back, it was ready for me to eat. So I'm taste testing this by myself tonight because guess what I did? I know I did this. I did it on accident. I made this very specifically with as little amount of carbs, with being able to still have the flavor as possible, and I put too much ranchero sauce in it. Look, hosting ranchero sauce. I'm probably saying that wrong. Look, I mean well, okay. So I love that stuff, and I just put a little bit too much in it for her. She can't do spicy. So I went and did some stuff, came home, had to pop it in the microwave. I covered it in cheese, and I use Greek yogurt. I like what's in it better than sour cream. It doesn't taste the same, but it's like a similar thing. It'll cool it down if it's too spicy. But for me, I like the amount of protein that's in it. So that's why I do that. And it's too bad that she's probably not going to be able to eat this. It is really good. When you just get the right amount of salt and seasonings, the right amount of chili powder, the right amount of, even cumin and garlic and whatever. You mess around with this stuff until you like it yourself. Now, granted, this is for my taste buds. For me, it's a little salty. I added a little bit more salt than I wanted to because I wanted her to be able to have it. She went to go get the kid, so I don't know. I do have a feeling it's too spicy for her. So, oops. It happens. More for me, I guess. I love this. I love this. It's good. So that's all right. I got myself a little keto-friendly chili. With leftover pulled pork and ground beef, and yeah. Be blessed, be a blessing, blessed be, stay golden. Speaking of golden, and my kid and I were at Walmart today, right here. We were not here, but we were in a town called Spring Hill, Tennessee. A very nice gentleman came up to us and just started talking to us about candy. And he said his name is Ray Golden, and he said he was Mr. Nash Vegas. So we talked about some things, and we talked about Wayne Newton. He said that's his neighbor in Las Vegas. And he shared his music with me. So I'll share that link in the description. If you like some of that, chilled, relaxed, maybe what some people would listen to, definitely in the 70s in the lounges and stuff. I actually dig it. I love Wayne Newton myself. I used to love Lawrence Welk Show, and I would still watch it if I could get that channel. But we don't. But so I like all kinds of music. Y'all know I love heavy metal, rock music. I love everything. So, So I'll leave it. Ray Golden. He was a very nice guy. Very interesting. He was a character. We don't have enough characters in Nashville anymore. Everybody's just the same. He's a character. He was very nice. Okay, this was my try to attempt at keto chili. It was just what we had left over laying around. Put it in a bowl, whatever. I want to add Fritos to it, but I'm just trying to be careful with all this heavily processed stuff right now. I'm just trying to be good to me. So I'll be good to me. You be good to you. Be good to your family. Be blessed. Be a blessing. Blessed be. Stay golden. Eat good. Bye. A little update. My roommate came home. She had a bowl. She loved it. It was hot, but she liked it. She put some sour cream on it. She was just fine. So that's great news.